Welcome to another video and episode on my Raspberry Pi 3 in combination with the PiXtend PLC programmable logic control, equipped with several interfaces, among which are serial interface, digital input, digital output, relays, CAN bus, and ordinary GPIO, general purpose input output. Last few episodes I have dedicated to motors, pulse modulation, servo motor and pulse modulation driven fischertechnik motor, and they kind of work in other projects, but so far no result using them on here. Are the settings correct? Yes, they are. Are the tests working out? Not really. So that's an open question. Does the input work? Yes, definitely. 5 volts, 12 volts. So I press here, and if everything works, and I will show you soon on the oscilloscope, then things do work. Definitely. And you can see it here as well, things do work. RS232 works kind of. Still not entirely sure how it does work. Point is that using the Octave scientific language and Minicom as a terminal, serial terminal, I found that it is only the way in that works, but also that it is completely unreadable. I am sending like 7 characters for hello and new line carries return, and no doubt that it is received, but it's not shown. Some unreadable, unintelligible characters are shown, and they're not good. So what next? Some more tryouts getting this to work and trying to find out how things work on the oscilloscope as well. So let's go there and see how the software shows. Software side, VNC, virtual network computing, that was the camera again, and camera of course, oscilloscope with pulses modulation on the top line, then signal from digital output, then serial interface, and finally interface from the digital input. SSH shell to start the whole thing, and Minicom. I don't think I will use this, as well as Octave, which is sending because receiving is not working. So let's do something here, because I only read here and there things go wrong as well with very strange results. Another thing is that I showed you that the LED is working, and I am talking about this LED right here. So no program running, I press this button. Yeah, right, and then it would be very nice if it was consistent. Ah, there it goes. Look at the oscilloscope. Right. So now I am going to run the program. Once again, I'm going to press the button. Right. So now the question is, why didn't it do this before? On the other hand, it doesn't really matter, it does work. The only difference is that this is shown to 5 volts, which is pulse modulated signal. Then a little reminder, this voltage coming from here is 5 volts. However, this signal is set to 50 volts. So one block is 50 volts showing. That's crazy. Another thing is, this is shown nothing. So in order to show something, let's run it. Oh, right. I need to claim ownership. Let's name this USB. Oh, there's no... Really? That is strange. There's no USB 2? That's very strange. In very short terms, this is not going to work out. I never had this one before. Let me find the reason for this. Alright, plugin. Alright, unfortunately I cannot get the oscilloscope camera back online. So I'll have to deal with this camera and point it to the oscilloscope. But getting to the serial, I tried a byte array to send it, which doesn't work because it only receives. So within Octave I realized that I have also a file name to check out, but it has to be written to. So I copied this line here and hope that this is being sent or written to the data file. So let's do that. Oh, and then it is alright. Go. And it says error, data undefined. Oh, right. Data is then what is written. N is effectively nothing, but let's do it with N. Go. Alright, go. Then forget about this one. Opening a new one. And then, because I need this one. Copying, hopefully this works. Yes, it does. Alright. Now, when is it last written? That is today at this moment, but it's still running, it's still filling up. So there's nothing yet. Now there is. And no, there isn't. Alright, that's not encouraging. Something is being written, just not what should be written. And this is what is supposed to be in N. If I write N, then I write the number of just a number, which should be D, which I don't want. So I'm going to change that a bit. Data is alright, let's change it here. Oh, look at this. That is double. That will be better somehow. Yeah, I understand why, because I have data here as well. Anyway, just trying out this. Data is what? Is hello. No, /n/r. Should be correct. If not, I'll have to put it into quotes, but I'll see then. And this is just your old-fashioned experimenting. Hello undefined. Alright, yeah, that means that I have to put it in quotes. Go. And when is it written? 14. Okay. Quit. Still nothing. That's no good. I would like to display it on screen and have a flush out. So let's test this one then. Alright, so it is hello. However, I need it like this. So I have it horizontally, which is way better. Go. Yeah, that's better. Now I need to have data written to the file, which is happening now, or should be happening now. Quite a few times. Still 0. Alright. so the question is, what is actually being written to the file? Since I now know that it is 9, let me just do it like this. So alright. And of course I can replace this by, at least I hope I can, by just putting in data. Again, just experimenting. Would this work? Let's see. It reads 9 characters. Yeah, that it does. But it's not showing anything like that. So let me see in Minicom. This is garbage. It is the full speed. Same thing. No, oh, no. Well, I have to be here. Alright. This won't work. Is this anything? Nothing. Okay, so something is not quite right. Big question is, stays of course. Why? What's going on? Alright. Then by now, let's change subject to the motors. I want the motors to work, and last time even this one, PX Auto, with the maximum value didn't get the motors to work. So that is the big question. Why doesn't it work? Before going into pulse modulation, I did one more check with the serial interface. First printf, checking with other data, and this is correct. And then I flash out and change the break to 10 seconds, and even then it doesn't work. Not with this one. Why 10 seconds? Because the overall, no, I have to be here. Because the overall delay in here without touching the switch is 10 seconds. So yeah, that's a problem. Right, then on to the motors, which are right there. So why don't they work out? I have a very nice and then I should turn the camera there. I have here a nice pulse modulated signal. Actually not that nice, but it is a pulse modulated signal. So why does it work that way? 2 motors, I doubt it. Yes, they are 2 motors, but why doesn't it work at all? It is set to pulse modulation. It is attached to pulse modulation. When I find this, it's not doing anything. This is not doing anything at all. Oh, but then let's run. Now I find that it is being activated. This much less, but this one is being activated. So why is it not doing anything at all? The schematics is alright. I checked. So if they say you have a servo motor attached to this one, why doesn't it work at all? Voltage too high? I doubt it, because voltage is 5 volts and it stays within that limit. It doesn't do like this. It stays within limits. And yes, I have to put the camera on it. This is set to 50 volts, this is set to 5 volts. So remains the question, why? Are they the wrong motors? Are they connected badly? It can be. But documentation, good documentation, is a bit scarce. And with other projects they do work, so why not here? And also I have here different values. The maximum value is 65,000. So 20,000 slow move. And all the way up. Then I have P open. Okay, P open. Then pulse width modulation 0. Does this indeed work that way? As far as I've found out, yes, it does work that way. How can I check it? Another point is that it has LEDs which don't do anything yet. So that is another sign that I have to check it. Alright, checking out everything again. I have a servo motor. I have a pulse modulation driven motor. Well, this is also pulse modulation driven, but it's a servo motor. And pulse modulation is on the oscilloscope as well, so that is quite alright. But the data sheet also shows I can read out the mode in which the pulse modulation control is. And then there are two modes, servo mode and pulse modulation mode. And it turns out that the pulse modulation mode is 0, which means it's in servo mode. What will happen if I simply put it to 1, since neither of them works now, and then see whatever happens. So I am going to make it shift to pulse modulation mode. Then I will have to read it again, but that won't be a problem. And then just put it to duty cycle, and this is from slow to almost maximum, and then setting it to 0. So, and that is after 3 seconds. So let's see how this is working out, if things work out. So wait, where is, oh, now it is 0, now it is 1, now it is set to 1, that is good. So this one should respond, this motor. But it's not. It isn't responding at all. Fact maybe that it is a value it can't handle. So let's do it differently. I completely remove this motor. Then this motor is still completely, was completely attached. So I have the ground. And then this should be doing the trick. And where I of course put things now back into server mode. And I will have to check on the pulse modulation LEDs, which are not doing anything unless I make a mistake and it is for digital output only. But fact is, even with this software change, it doesn't do a thing. Let me change the wiring, because you never know. That would be nice if that wire actually stays where it is, and it won't. So I'll keep it. And considering the fact that it also refused to work a lot of times in other tests, I will look at the signal now. This is not a nice pulse modulation signal at all. So I'm afraid that's not working out. And with these two experiments, I think the only experiment that really worked is this one. Where I will have to wait until the cycle is being completed, I'm afraid. So where's my LED gone? My signal out is gone. So that I'll have to check that as well. So serial, no go. This is still working. How about this one? Still 0. So for some reason the same kind of data that is working in other let me by all means save it and run it then again. Go. I have to wait. Right. It should have written now 3 occurrences of hello into the file. So 4 by now, so I'm quitting it, checking out, nothing, and it is the exact time. So that really doesn't work out, which is not nice. So yeah, what can I say about this experiment? Trying finding some mistakes but not making them go. Maybe this wire should be replaced, but that's up for next. For now, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. If you know how to deal with this PiXtend in combination with Python to get the serial interface going both ways, to get the pulses modulation going both ways, or going both ways for pulses modulation as well as a servo, please let me know. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter, and please consider a donation via either PayPal or Wired, and you can also become a patron, and depending on the pledge, may have your name mentioned on website and videos. To be continued, obviously. Have a nice day. Please see under this video for details, and for now, bye bye.